take our seats as fast as we can. Keep a few minutes of silence.
Now it's alright, it's okay. We can meet another way. We can keep the show alive. A bloody night will never die. Nothing is taken away. We can keep it alive. A bloody night. We're gonna it's shaking. It's alive. A bloody night. Keep it alive. A bloody night. Oh yeah! Welcome to the first anniversary of Bloody Nights Con Europe!
Get ready to live your Chaos and Events experience.
Game on.
Kick it off, girl.
All right, well, thank you so much for having me back for a second time. I've missed you guys. It's been a whole year.
We missed you too.
Okay, good. I'm so excited, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So, yeah, I can't wait to see you.
We love you guys. It's always such a super special time to come see you and be with you and connect with you. Our show is finished, and you're still here. And thank you for that. I'm looking forward to this weekend and spending some time with you. So, je t'aime.
Smooth, very smooth. Hey guys, so I'm super excited to be here. I just want to say I hope every single person in this room makes a new friend this weekend, meets someone.
I'm so excited to see you guys. I saw some of you last night, but I'm excited to share the weekend with my girls and some of the boys that are here. I love you guys so much, and we're gonna have a great time. And thank you for having me.
All right, yeah. I just landed. I'm a little delusional. I don't even know quite what's happening. This is a big auditorium, a little intimidated. But no, thank you guys for having me. I haven't been here in a while. Yeah, thank you. What Nate said, sharing the love, but mainly towards me, okay? Just give me love, make me feel good, stroke my ego. Yeah. Hey guys, thank you. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
And whoever wants to ask questions, mic for the questions is
So-
open, so run for it.
Questions here, please.
No questions?
No
Thanks, guys. Thank you so
questions.
much. It was awesome. Appreciate it. We're going to get Paul.
Yeah, we'll go get one.
If you could describe this whole experience over the past 8 years and the relationship you have with all the fans, what words would you use to describe it?
Gratifying. I mean, you guys have been, I feel really connected to a lot of you, and I love seeing familiar faces, and I feel like we talk when we're not even here, that we continue these conversations, and we send each other love on social media. So just having you guys, knowing that we have each other's back, no matter.
People at these things that you're friends for life. You know, I mean, come on, that's amazing. And what we are really craving in this world right now, where everything seems confusing and lost, is community. And what we have here is a fucking community. So we love you. Thank you, guys.
He started like ripping people's heads off, and then I thought it only makes sense for. I just thought it'd be more interesting if the hero of the story died, because I felt like it was a very poetic thing. I'm really happy with the ending. I know a lot of people weren't, but I actually thought it was like poetic justice, you know? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe Damon should have also died though. But I guess for the story purposes, they wanted one of us to end up with Elena. But I think one of the brothers had to die for sure. And I think it's more interesting if it's Stefan, because he's the hero, quote unquote.
Thank you. Hey Paul,
Hi.
could you play a game with me called Kiss, Marry, Kill?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, the choices are Ian Somerhalder,
Okay.
Daniel Gillies,
Okay.
and Chris Wood.
Really good choices. I would marry Chris Wood and kiss Daniel Gillies, and I would kill Ian. Yeah. Oh, it's a close call though. There's a possibility I might kiss Ian and kill Daniel. But Chris for sure I'm gonna marry. That answer is not changing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you, which one did you like more, the couple of Elena and Stefan or Caroline and Stefan?
Ooh. Well, I always give like the same answer. It's kind of not a very good answer because I don't really answer the question. But when the show first started, I thought that Stefan and Elena's storyline was very interesting, and I really loved that romance that they had. I thought it was really special and very beautiful. And I think the show is sort of rooted itself in that romance. I think that romance is kind of like what the basis of the Vampire Diaries in many ways. But you know, once Nina left the show, we needed to develop other relationships, and I thought that the Stefan Caroline relationship was pretty great. So it's hard to compare the two because there's something interesting about the Stefan and Caroline friends sort of becoming romantic. It's completely different. I think the Stefan and Elena storyline is a little bit more kind of the heart of the show, and I think the Caroline and Stefan is more like is like a beautiful romance that happened a little bit later. So it's like having two like loves in your life or something like that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, a little bit. And I don't know if I...
Oh, just a little bit.
And I don't know if I may ask, but can I maybe get a hug?
Please, I know everybody wants hugs, but it's just so that the Q&A goes faster. Let's just stick to the questions. There's hugs and pictures and everything on other occasions. I'm very sorry.
Sorry. Do you want a hug?
Hi.
Hello.
First of all, I would like to thank you to be here because with my friend, we were not supposed to meet you before. We welcome to Mystic Rose happening in June. So thanks to be here.
Thank you.
The first question is, how was it to work with the cast of Shadowhunters? And do you have any funny anecdotes about the cast?
Well, first of all, they're lovely. They're so lovely. Honestly, I'm not lying. I was so impressed with how nice everyone was. They were so sweet to me. The only thing I can say is that I had met the only people. I think that's it. I didn't know anyone else. I was very impressed with their work ethic. They really wanted the show to be great. They weren't spoiled. They weren't like. They were just really excited to make the show as good as possible, which is like a director's dream. Like a lot of times when you're directing, you have to worry about, not only have to worry about the shots, but you have to sort of think about the cast and how you, I didn't really have to think about them that much because they were all so great and so sweet to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have another question. So, what do you think about the finale of the Vampire Diaries and Stefan's death?
Oh, well, I sort of answered that earlier, but I guess I'll repeat it a little bit. I think it was great, and I think it was very necessary. Yeah, and the finale, you know, the happy ending at the end, like, I guess it was happy. I wasn't sure. It was interesting because it was a bit like a painting. Like I wasn't sure if any of that really happened. Like I wasn't sure if, like when they saw like Elena's parents, I didn't know if that was happening in their mind or I didn't understand. Like I don't think you're supposed to understand. It's supposed to kind of just mean whatever you want it to mean. At the end, when Damon appears, the final scene, the last scene. Again, I'm not sure if that takes place, when it takes place. I think it's supposed to be a bit of a metaphor, or more of a kind of symbolism, I suppose. So I loved it.
Okay, and last question. What are your feelings about the end of the show? Are you happy that the show is ended, or sad?
I'm sort of neutral about it in the sense that I think it was necessary, you know? I mean, it was on for 8 years. I mean, like, you can't, like, keep it on forever. Like, I think it sort of was just a necessary thing. I think everyone was ready to sort of move on in terms of the story, and I think it was time to go. I think any longer.
This is when planet Earth is destroyed. So, I want to be like way off in the distant future, like 2035, like the sun explodes. I'm just kidding. Like the sun explodes. There's a massive sun flare, and it wipes.
Not good anymore.
Would you ask them to make you a vampire?
Well, we talked about that multiple times, I think, throughout the seasons, and I think she's kind of important as the family witch, but if it came down to it, I think she would rather be a vampire than just die.
Let's see a show of hands. Who would want Freya to be turned?
Things we can't do on the CW.
I feel like the Michelsons need to stop. There's too much of this forever and always. They need to stop putting their family first. There are other people on the planet. They have to understand that. Because I feel like it ends like Klaus will get his happy family with hope, and Elijah will be the one making sacrifices and stuff. I'm so scared that Elijah Michelson will be killed off at the end. I just feel like he's always the one. I don't know. I feel for him.
We all fear for Daniel Gillies.
Fear for and fear of.
Yes.
We have a strong fear of Daniel Gillies.
Yes, fear of and fear for. No, yeah, I hope Elijah is, I think he's too important to go anywhere. I mean, but starts laughing, it's like we're all done for because it's so contagious. Like I can't stop laughing when you start.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually that we take things so seriously. Like if you were just to go like this to me right now, I'd go, and it would be anything out of the norm.
Right.
But when you watch it, you know, all we're doing is this, and you're going,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely interesting shooting those scenes.
Those should be funny. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I know we laugh a lot though, especially when.
If your characters were not supernatural, what jobs do you think they would be doing? Like, what future would they have?
Interesting. I think Freya would maybe be a teacher of some sort. Yeah, because I think she has a lot of experience. I guess if it wasn't supernatural, but she seems to, I think she wants to teach Hope, you know, take her under her wing, is very protective, selfless. So maybe a teacher of some sort.
I don't want Marcel to be like a butcher or work at the local deli. Like, because I'm staying in New York for the summer. I think it's just so cool that you go into your local deli and there's a guy who's chilling behind the counter and, you know, he makes your sandwich and he asks what kind of bread you want, like French roll or baguettes, and then, you know, like hook that up, put a little
I'm just picturing Marcel in that job right now. Like a little hat and apron.
Dusting his hands
Maybe
off.
licking the blood up after he...
Yeah. That's a good way to get blood. Now, yeah, will we still be vampires?
Oh, right, we wouldn't be. You're right.
Not supernatural.
Marcel the Butcher.
I'm gonna stick with that answer.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Panel. So this is our questions?
Yeah, questions and answers.
Questions and answers, even though we did this yesterday, we're gonna do it again.
Still have more questions.
More questions.
Question?
Before, excuse me, about my
Wait. Sammy, or Hamza, or May, can you grab the you know which bag, the Empower bag? It's on the thing, you know where it is. For us to do the thing. Okay.
This was already my question.
Yeah. Give them a second. You come sit down. Here. No, wait. Yeah. They're like, everyone's like, what was that about?
Okay, I wasn't yesterday in the panel, so maybe it's correct. What was your opinion about the ending of the Vampire Diaries?
There were things that I loved. There were things I think could have been better. There were things that I was like, what? But I think that they definitely did the best that they could for the fans and for us. And I think it was a really big episode for sure.
Okay, and another question. Did actually something happen that is actually dangerous on set?
Oh, all the time. I mean, when you guys see the fire, except for like when the finale, but like when you guys see like the burning building, the burning Lockwood House, the burning cabin, that's real fire. And the sparks flying, like any of that stuff is absolutely real. So it's like kind of dangerous. Oh, will you take it out? So it's not in my hotel laundry bag. Solly, you want to come up? So, as you guys know, I'm the ambassador for Empower 54, and I brought you guys some t-shirts for free. So we're gonna just pass them out, and by pass, we're just gonna chuck them. So she's gonna help me out. We're just gonna take a second to do this. I think that no matter how long you've been doing a job, or how tired you are, or how you feel like it's never, you know, your days are long and you feel like you're not going to get ahead, and we all have that in our lives, whether you're in school or you have a career, whatever it is. You always give 100%, everything that you, even beyond the 100%. And I learned that not just from the crew, but I also learned that from people that I worked with outside of the show, and I was able to bring that into the show. I think that giving your all is so important. Just don't ever get lazy. Thank you.
Do you regret?
The lyrics too, but I will say that Nicki Minaj song "Monster." I love that. I love it so much. As much as you're getting. Thank you.
Hi, so first of all, I want to say I love your outfit.
Thank you. I love the jean jacket. Don't let May see it, she'll steal it.
And my question is, what is something weird or fun about yourself that nobody knows?
That no one knows? Weird.
Or fun.
Or fun. Weird. Weird. Not weird. You guys have something?
How do you prepare for like a crime scene?
I love that you guys are like, you do everything together. You're like, can we tell our friends? You know, it's funny because some scripts have stuff like Bonnie cries or Bonnie sheds a tear, and I'm like, no, she doesn't. She wouldn't cry in that moment, and I don't do it. And then there are some moments where you wouldn't expect,
I don't know, like butterflies in my stomach starting to fly. I just love it. I can't have you, like, just hold
yes, only the boys can ask for us.
Another question. So, what was the most awkward thing a fan did to you?
A fan did to me?
Yeah.
I would say we had a couple boob grabs this weekend, but I didn't think it was that weird. So that was not bad. Awkward. I remember first season, a fan showed up on set, and it was already awkward enough, they were playing an extra. And they gave me a bunch of chicken bones, because they were an actual witch, and they thought I was an actual witch. And I didn't know really what to do with them, so I gave them to Candace. And she's like, what is this? I was like, it's not, it's just my fan. That's probably one of the most awkward things. What else? There's gotta be more than that. Awkward. I had a kissing scene with an actor and he accidentally farted while we were kissing. That was really awkward. Anything else? I don't think so. I think that that's probably pretty weird. I don't mind the crying because I'm pretty emotional anyways, so I love like, I'm good with that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you.
My daughter on the phone. She she wanted to ask.
Is she on speaker?
Yeah, she is. I don't think. Do you want to ask Olivia?
Hi, Olivia. Everyone say hi, Olivia. No, I have a couple movies coming out. One comes out June 16th. And then I'm looking at a couple other ones that I'll start filming in the fall. And I don't know about a TV show. Probably won't do one until next year if I do one. Hi!
Want to say goodbye?
Want to say goodbye? Bye, I love you!
I might just have to pace around a bit because my back's got a little kink in it. So I'm sorry, cameraman. Hi, how are you? I'm all right. I love it here. Yeah, I love this city. I haven't explored loads of different places in Belgium yet, but I've been to Caen, which is lovely. I'd like to check out some more places.
I have one question. If you could have any magic power, superpower, what would it be and why?
Probably teleportation. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's when you can teleport from one place to another in a second. If you watch X-Men, Nightcrawler was a teleporter. I wouldn't want the blue skin, be a bit of a stigma. But yeah, just like doing so much traveling, you spend so much time in transit.
Character this past season that you didn't know before.
Season 8, the particular season? Or, okay.
Already.
That I know what I'm doing. I suppose I've spent a lot of time with self-doubt. You know, all artists do, I think. It's something that actually drives us forward. You know, fear and art are actually interlinked. Fear can drive art. And I suppose what I've learned these past few years actually is how to harness that fear and use it to my advantage and as my power instead of making it call it cute. I think it's kind of childish, but so the first song I wrote for that band was called "My Wife and the Mailman," and the song title had absolutely nothing to do with the lyrical content. I liked cool song titles, and I was kind of into making cool song titles more than cool songs at the time. But yeah, it was terrible. I hope you never ever hear that, any of you. I didn't know how to sing. My voice is terrible. Music was kind of good, but yeah, learned a lot since then.
There's always a first time for everything, right?
Absolutely, and the last time.
Once more, thank you so much for being here. That meant a lot.
Absolutely.
Getting to know you through your music and with the concert on Friday, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, and thank you for all your insights and your lovely questions. Take care.
Hi.
Hi.
So first of all, thank you for Friday because hearing Feed the Flames live was a dream of mine for a very long time now.
I almost didn't play it, so I'm glad I
I was like,
played it.
I heard the melody, you played the melody, and I was like, oh my god. It was talking to my friend, I was like, oh my god, that's it. That's a song. Because I was talking to my mom, I was like, Mom, there's a Michael Mullarkey concert in Paris, can I go? She's like, it's a school night.
Give me your number. I'll give her a call.
Yeah, and Feed the Flames is actually the only song my baby niece will fall asleep to, so it's her only lullaby she accepts.
Wow.
Yeah. Now,
You're welcome.
Thank you. Since she was born, I'm so sorry. She does very funny things. I'm questioning, does your daughter do any funny things? Like, do you have a funny story of your daughter?
Yeah, she hasn't been born. That was not.
Sorry, you're a 2-year-old.
That's all good. I'm just playing. If I have a daughter, then I need to rethink some things. But
so sorry.
Funny stories about my son, is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said. Exactly that.
So many. Every day is hilarious. And it's a whole roller coaster of emotions. Every day, you gotta constantly be on your toes and embrace the spontaneity of it all. And I'm obviously sidetracked from the question, but you know, what I realized recently is this little dude is actually a manifestation of my creative energy, in a way. You know, this kind of like passionate, angry, blah, blah, blah. And I think when I started thinking along those lines, it really helped me to connect with him like so strongly, you know. Funny stories, there's so many I can't even think of any. Well, this is kind of more of a cute story. So, I was in LA for pilot season, and I spent a couple weeks there by myself, and then my wife and my kid came for the second 2 weeks. And that was the longest I'd been away from him since he'd been born, which was difficult. But so I pull up and I spot them in baggage claim, and I kind of walk in, and she's parked the chair like this, so he's facing that way, and I see her and I go, shh. I kind of come around the corner, and he looks up at me and goes, Daddy. That's all. It's not really a story. It's really cute. Yeah.
I enjoyed the story where you told how you feed yourself. So.
Yeah, I think other people may have enjoyed that as well.
So thank you very much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Chord that save I played and please the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Where she goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major league, the bass, the king, composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
That's pretty good. Okay. All right.
Hey, so the traditional Adele. Okay.
I heard that you're settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true, that she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why you so shy? They like you to hold back whole time of your life. I hate to turn out of the blue, but invited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't find it. I hope to see my face, that you be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I remember you said sometimes it lasts to love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it hurts instead.
Thank you both. That was pretty good. All right.
Thank you so much for coming, and you've made my weekend meeting you.
Oh, that means so much. You guys obviously made my weekend. This has been so much fun. I'm so happy you had me. Despite all the cancellations, I really am happy to be here. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. You too. Charles! Shame! 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 Well, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you.
So the question is, what is it like to work with such a young actress and son from Canada?
Well, it's funny because usually when you we worked with a baby, two babies for so long, and they're the cutest, and their parents are amazing, and they were the best, but it can be difficult because I remember doing a scene once with Gillies, and this poor baby just kept crying, and so we had to ADR, which is when you re-record your lines over yourself, because if there's something that makes noise in the background, that footage, or the lines in that footage can't be used. So we have to go into a studio after and actually match our mouths exactly, and try to remember exactly how we said something, and re-record it. So when we had the babies, that would happen a lot, because the baby would be crying through the whole thing, and we'd be like, what do you think we're gonna do? How are we gonna handle this? We're yelling over the baby, and so sometimes it was hard, but they were amazing babies. And child actors, sometimes you worry, that it's hard to comprehend, or they're treated like adults, basically. They have to do these big scenes and perform and respond to you, but she is amazing, and she's nothing like that. She just really wants to listen and learn, and is very confident, and just really gives 100%, and we're very lucky to have her. And there's something amazing about child actors too, is that, when you're younger, you don't usually second guess yourself, and you're full of imagination, so you believe, when you're playing pretend, for instance, you really believe what you're pretending, right? And that's the key to acting, is really believing it. And so kids kind of do that naturally, so kids can be amazing actors, and she is one of them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
Welcome back to the stage, Paul Wesley, Kat Graham, Michael
The final panel. This is it.
This is it. For the weekend. We love you guys, man. Thank you so much for all your love and
support.
It's been a really great weekend for us too. So thank you. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. See you later. Oh.
Hi,
Hi.
and welcome again. I want to say, what was your first thought about each other when you first saw each other?
I remember seeing you in Vancouver.
Me?
Yeah. My first time I saw you was at we all went to a cast hangout, I think, a restaurant, I think. Yeah, we all went out. Yeah. And I met everyone. Nina I had met. Who did I meet? I guess I met Candace and Zach and Trevino and you. And I don't know, I remember thinking you were really pretty. I remember thinking that about Malarkey too, though. So that was my first impression of Kat. With Michael, I remember you were reading a book. It was your first day on set. You were reading a book. Yeah, and I was like, wow, this guy's studious.
We have a reader.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's an intellectual.
Let me think. I first, I think, caught a glimpse of Paul Wesley at a table read, I believe, is when I first saw you or met you.
I was probably being an asshole.
He was being an asshole, completely preoccupied, really great hair.
One's arguing.
But no, I don't quite remember if we chatted much at that time, but when we first did start to chat, I think we realized we had a lot of similar interests, and we got along pretty quick. First time I met Kat, I'm trying to remember, man.
Honestly, I don't remember meeting her.
No, I don't either. Oh yeah, actually, I do remember. I do remember. You were walking. I was sitting on set somewhere on stage 12, and you were walking by with Candace, and you were like, "I've heard you're pretty good. I want to work with you." And I remember you saying that. Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I remember that." Anyway.
You disappointed her on
And then we ended up working together for quite a lot for the last couple seasons.
I mean, I think about 8 years ago is when I met you, or no, almost 9. It was 2009. You're just gonna moisturize? Just in front of everyone, you're just gonna start moisturizing yourself? So odd. Okay, thanks, sorry, I don't remember. I love them since the moment I saw them, but I don't actually remember meeting them.
Thanks a lot. Great.
Stefan quote.
I don't really like quotes. Is that weird?
What Stefan said, something like, personally I like when Candace says it's different from your haze juicy.
Wait, what did she say?
She said, I think it's season 2, not too sure, when she turns into a vampire, and then she says to you, why are you looking at me with your serious vampire look? It's different from your haze juicy look.
I don't even remember that, but I'm sure it was great. No, I don't know. I'm not a quote guy. I feel like I'm not a quote guy, but I'm sure there's quotes. Like I think Einstein had a couple quotes that were really good. I'm not kidding. Yeah, Einstein has some. Yeah, that was the first big fan thing I've ever done.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Mine was in Rome 3 years ago, I believe. I had no idea what I was getting into with these guys. I didn't realize the effect of the show internationally. And the first time I came out for my panel, it was an audience of 1,000 people, big old round of applause, and I was absolutely shocked that it was just for me. I kept looking around like, is Paul there? But yeah, it was pretty overwhelming. We were even in a high-speed car chase, and fans got in a car and were like speeding down the road, was trying to get to us, and we had 2 security guards who were like having to dart down these alleyways and stuff. It was a trap. Thank you.
They didn't test me for name. They tested 2 sets of guys for Stefan. They couldn't find Stefan, and they were like, shit. They were like, let's look in the archives. And they were like, oh yeah, that guy Paul. Bring in that guy Paul for Stefan.
That's amazing. I've only auditioned for Bonnie. There were a lot of different kinds of people there. It wasn't like an all like just black girls. I was up against a black audience, but it was like, it had actual redheads in the audition. And I was like, is anyone further? No. I think it was all ethnicities or something, so interesting.
I actually auditioned for 2 other characters from season 5, Jesse and Aaron. So
Jesse,
Kendrick Sampson.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Sampson's role. No, I am Kendrick Lamar. Not. It's a joke. Shut up. Get him off the stage. And the other one was Sean Seapos's character, and then I auditioned for Eli, who ended up being Enzo.
So this is the end of the panel, but first let's welcome back Charles Michael Davis.
We're all standing. Here we go. I'm always a mess.
Well, I just spilled a beer all over me and a fan, so I'm more of a mess. Yes, there she is. I had a beer for my autographs. Thanks.
Nice. Beer.
What kind of beer was it, Malarkey?
Vendetta.
Yeah. It was a good beer. And I went to hug her, and I knocked it over, and it landed perfectly flat, but then the explosion came up all over us in a rain of beer. Yeah.
On that note, Were we supposed to do something?
This is the closing, this is the closing, right?
Oh, this is the closing? I guess this is...
Yes, this is the closing.
Oh.
So...
Well, I'll start it off. Can I say something?
Yeah, you can say what you want.
Well, I just wanted to say that I was saying it a little earlier in the panel. For 8 years I've been working on the show, and it's really nice that it was for something, and I'm so glad it affected you guys, and that all that hard work paid off. And I really appreciate all your passion and excitement, and thank you guys for being so welcoming and loving.
Thank you. You guys were saying such lovely things to me, but the truth is you guys are the ones that inspire me, and it's really the reason for all of it, and you guys are such good people, and that in itself is really inspiring. You really touched my heart, and thank you so much. I'm going to miss you all, and I hope to see you again next year.
I love seeing you guys. You guys are my heart, and you guys made all the long days on set so worth it, and every single scene, every single moment that was hard. You guys have really been such an incredible part of my life, even more than you even realize. As much as we were part of your lives, you guys have been consistently a part of our lives for 8 years. So thank you so much for all the love. Hopefully we can even give you half of the love that you give us, because we are so, so, so grateful. So thank you.
I feel like I've said so much this weekend. I feel like this was actually a really, really special one. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I got to share my music with some of you, which was a really special night. And what? Oh yeah? I think you can get in there and go. But look, you guys are so lovely and respectful, and all of you we see time and time again, and the new ones, I can tell just how much love you guys have in your hearts, and I hope that you're able to open that up and share it with everybody in your lives. That's what it's all about, like I said before. And thank you for Bloody Night Con and Marina for putting on such an amazing event.
Thank you so much.
It's really one of my favorites, and I don't say that everywhere. So thank you guys, and thank all of you for being such great people. Be well.
I concur. All right. Yeah, I want to say it means a lot to be here and to see everybody. And like Paul said, it's nice to know that what we do has an effect. And as an actor, that's my main job. So it's great to see that we have an effect across the world. And I never thought when I decided to be an actor that it would lead me to travel and to meet people and be exposed to other cultures, to receive boxes of chocolate. That's a real treat. So I just want to say thank you guys for everything.
From our side, thank you so much for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for Paul for coming in 24 hours. Thanks Riley.